viruses that have been like that. I've not been no difficult.
And I know that. So let me explain what I try to do for you, so maybe you can kind of get an understanding him, because all doctors, they're kind of like how he just did. Well, you're good, go home. Let me explain on my end. Day one I had you, there was 2 minutes that we were trying, which was the Instro and the Coreg, correct? So that first day your blood pressure did drop, remember? And I said, oh, she's too low. We did a bolus of fluid, we raised your leg, we did all the whole 9. So we dropped the Instro, so now all we have is Coreg. Okay? So he wants you to take the Coreg, and he wants you to take that Plavix. That Coreg is doing beautiful. Your blood pressure has been beautiful for me all day with just the Coreg, so we don't need the Instro. So it's the Coreg and it's going to be the Plavix, okay? So what he was trying to say, which I deeply apologize on his behalf, he should have came off on it a better way. So for 45 days, we have to do this chemically, because he has to justify why he has to put you under the table and put a defibrillator, okay? Because he also has a license to uphold and a license to protect. So with the Coreg and the Plavix, we're going to see how that can strengthen back up your heart, strengthen back up those muscles, strengthen back up those arteries. And if it works, he will reassess you and I put it on your discharge paperwork, 2 to 4 weeks. He will reassess you. He'll do another, if I'm not mistaken, he'll do another echo. We'll do another chest x-ray. He'll just reassess you and see how the medication is working. And if you are then, he does not see any progress, that's when he will then make that decision. And once again, I do want to apologize if it may, and I don't know if maybe I did something wrong, maybe if I could have communicated better, but I just want to apologize for that. That was never my, or
right now the only thing I feel like I've gotten is, oh, you had a heart attack, but guess what, your heart's not attacking no more, so go home. That's what that came across as.
Yeah, and
yeah, you have concerns, because I sat there and I validated my concerns, and that is something I have never done. I have never advocated for my own self.
And yes,
so the fact that I stood up and said, hey, I'm not feeling comfortable, this is not good for me, and then to still be dismissed, how am I supposed to feel? How am I supposed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I completely understand.
And I'm like, no, what is the point? What is the point of anything? You basically just dismissed. I almost died, and you dismissed my fears.
And you know I don't agree with nothing he did or how he said it. I immediately, as soon as he left, I stayed in this room and I comforted you, and I tried my best to advocate for you.
Like, so basically, I feel like I'm just going home to die. That's what I feel like. I'm going home to be set up to die. That's what I feel like.
So, I'm going to get Ivan. Caitlin's at the desk right now. I'm going to get Ivan, transfer him back here.
I understand.
He's calling. Okay, that's him.
I would much rather just die on these.
Please don't say that, because that's not
See? Hey, transfer back. He's gone. And one thing that I was not expecting him to come in this room to do was discharge you. I want you to know that right now. CDC here, room 330, sorry, 224, sorry. Ivan? Okay, 1 second, I'm about to put the patient on the phone. Here you go.
Y'all do what y'all want. I'm done with this.
Hold on, 1 second.
Yes.
Okay, here's the spouse. Here you go.
Hello? Yes. Yes. So, I have a question for you. So, you came in and you're discharging my wife, correct? Why?
Because there's nothing. Like, you're not listening. We just said the same fucking things over and over again.
What do you mean maximized?
Like, what can I go back to work tomorrow? Am I fully capable of going back to work tomorrow? Nobody tells me nothing. You just say, oh,
So,
no.
what is her diagnosis?
3 months for what? He just said there's nothing wrong with my heart. So what am I on diet with? Like, I'm not understanding. Like, what is the point of having the life vest on if you're just gonna tell me I can go back to work tomorrow? I lost my shoes. I lost my other nightgown.
They should all be inside the bag.
No, the one I wore the first.
Are those going to be on the paper?
I think we got that.
So, since there's nothing wrong with my heart, ask him when I can go back to work.
When can she go back to work?
Since there's nothing wrong with my heart, since I don't got no problems.
When can she go back to work? Don't tell me tomorrow.
No, it would have to be tomorrow because I mean.
Because if she's supposed to be taking medicine for 45
She's
days.
she's currently looking for a job, but that's not what I asked.
Here,
I
give me
asked,
some.
when can she go back to work?
Because I'm just trying to understand, if there's nothing wrong with my heart, why am I taking the medicine and when can I go back to work?
So if she was working at a hospital, and she just got diagnosed with a heart attack, when can she go back to work if she's working at a hospital? It's hypothetical. You better be glad I wasn't here.
Michael, can I just...
You better be glad I wasn't here when you were here today, because I would be asking these questions.
Because nobody's going to answer the questions that need to be answered. He just told you, I guess I can go back.
Am I being a concerned spouse? If this was your spouse, how would you feel that the doctor just said what you told my wife?
So
How would you feel?
I can go back to work tomorrow, he said.
You would feel reassured?
He said
You would feel reassured.
He said I can go back to work tomorrow. Is that what
Why? Why would you feel reassured knowing that you guys didn't do anything but put 2 splints in her heart? So if she has a heart attack tomorrow, what's your excuse then?
Ooh. Did he say I can go back to work tomorrow?
Dad, you need to...
No, this isn't me being aggressive, sir. This isn't me being aggressive. This is me
Michael,
being frustrated.
I understand you're frustrated. Okay, so am I able to go back? Am I able to go back to work tomorrow? Because clearly, my concern and my issues are not valid. So when am I able to go back to work? That's what I need to know, because I have to be able to take care of my family. And if you don't see an issue and nobody sees an issue with my heart, then I need to be able to go back to work. Right. That's part of what I'm frustrated about. Everybody's just rushed. Oh, just go home. There's nothing wrong with you. Go home. But everybody's that's. Well, I'm feeling like being let out of the hospital the way that I was today. That everybody is telling me that there is nothing wrong with me and that my fears, because I am very fearful. And I'm telling you guys that there is something wrong. I should not be going home, but I am. Right. Okay, so at what point, okay, but I have to go, I have to have a life. And since this heart attack was, right, and I'm saying, since this heart attack was not that important, when am I able to go back to work?
He's not going to give you an answer.
Well,
I gave him a hypothetical freaking
but I gotta go back, okay, but I gotta go
freaking-
back to work. I gotta go back to work.
He said
Right,
90
I just
days.
finished, yes, I just finished school. I have a skills test to take. I have a certification test to take so that I can start working as a nurse's aide. I'm trying to get into nursing school. I'm trying, I have plans that I need to, well, no. And it would have been wonderful to explain if anybody had bothered to take the time to talk to me. Nobody has talking to me. And the only
Um,
thing I'm trying to do is
I'll call you back though, since I'm in the hospital, so I'll be back. Alright.
okay, so we're just trying to leave. We're just trying to leave. We won't be back to bother the staff. If anything else happens, then I will gladly reach out to Oklahoma City. But I'm telling you
I'll
that
take
I'm
you to
feeling
Norman before I
fearful.
take you back here.
I do feel fearful, and because I just had a whole heart attack. I almost died. And then it's just like, okay, well, you're good now. Go home. Bye-bye. Can I go back to work?